Are now 5 wide. Presented by Quick Trip's quality gasoline guarantee. It's just another way Quick Trip has you covered.
9 to noon, ready to roll. Billy, Coon, Armin. What's
Who
up,
dis?
Armin?
Who that?
Who dis?
What's up?
Who
And of
this?
course, Brian Butch. Good
New
morning, boys.
producer,
How we doing?
who's this?
New producer, who dis?
John in the Megaplex today. Good morning.
Yes.
We'll get your
Mr.
camera
Coon,
tilted
good morning.
down
How are
there.
you?
Great. Good to see you guys. Well, I can't see you, but you can see me.
There we go. Now I see you right there. I did plug your new podcast, your new All 22 podcast. You got 2 new ventures going on. The Brick and the Stick, which is you and Schneidman talking about the Packers and football and whatnot. And then you with Dusty Evely. Am I saying that right?
I believe that's how you, Evely, I think it is.
Evely,
Mhm.
which is more of a video-centric All 22 breakdown of mostly Packers stuff. I love
Yeah.
it. I haven't watched.
You're a
not
big
watched
all
the whole
22
episode
guy,
yet,
aren't
but
you?
I big time.
I
I don't
know.
know what I'm looking at. I need guys that played like you and others to explain it to me. I was told that quarterback school account is run by former NFL backup scrub JT O'Sullivan.
Well, I
He's
remember
the one
him.
that
I do
breaks
remember
down-
JT. Yeah.
Tulane.
Yeah,
Wasn't he a
breaks down
Packer?
and narrates.
I thought
boy,
he was.
a Packer.
I thought he was.
He
a Packer.
might have been Armin.
I think he was.
Viking, I believe, for a while.
Oh,
Was
he
I
was
think he
definitely
was
a
a
Viking.
Packer.
Mhm.
Definitely a Viking.
Tulane University, right?
He was drafted by the Packers in
Oh,
2000.
I thought so.
Packer, Detroit, 49ers, and Bengals. I see 04 Packers. I remember JT O'Sullivan.
I love. I got it after with Zabe here.
One of those
this
guys.
morning. Shocking one. of them.
Everybody.
with Kuhn as well. But I'll be interested on your thought on this. All 22. It's interesting. I think there's a lot of fans out there that try to break this stuff down, but don't necessarily know what they're talking about because they don't know what the players are supposed to be doing
That's a
because
good
they're
point.
not in the locker room being taught that.
I learned
And
that.
they're not like. That's my biggest thing as an analyst myself. Like when I watch them, I don't know exactly what they're being told to do, and I'm sitting here trying to break it down and say, well, they got to do
Cool.
this, but like I'm not
Cool.
in that huddle to know exactly what the coach
Right.
is telling them
We
to
got
do.
We
Philosophy.
got it. Cool.
We got it.
Cool.
Oh,
Weigh in on
wow.
this.
Oh yeah, he's pissed at me.
Wow, we got
It'll
it.
be the
What was
first
that?
time.
We got enough, all right, out of you.
What was that
Well,
about?
I wanted to get Kuhn on.
Go ahead.
We are.
Zabe, one of the and Butchie's somewhat right here. I had to watch one of those plays. I bet you I watched it for 5 minutes, just 5-second snippet over and over and over and over
Yes.
and over. And I watched every single guy on the Luke Musgrave long pass, the O blank pass that teams like to call
Mhm.
it.
The
I wa-
Fumblerooski.
I watched that, I don't know, probably 75 times in a 5-minute span, trying to decipher exactly the coverage that they were in, the Bears, that is, to try and figure it out. And even still, I was only at about 75% confidence scale that
Mhm.
that they were actually running what I thought they were running. The best part about that play, and this is real talk, I think the fumble helped the play. I
It
think it
froze
helped-
those guys in the back end.
It froze them on the back end. You can see Eddie Jackson clearly pointing at the ball, yelling ball. And you could see the minute he said ball, every single defender in the front seven
Turned.
just went straight into the backfield. Like everybody aborted everything about their responsibilities and went straight to the ball, which left Musgrave just wide open down the field.
If you watched it, the same thing happened in the TO catch in the 98 wild card where Steve Young stumbled out of the snap. And I think that's a big reason that the
That's why
secondary-
Darren Sharper didn't stand at the goal line
I-
where like he was supposed to. Instead, decided to go up to the 5.
Right. I think the secondary relaxed, Billy.
You make dumb mistakes based off of situations. There's no doubt in my mind that 4th and 8 catch that Randall Cobb had down in Chicago. They were standing where they thought they were supposed to stand, and then when Aaron Rodgers got out of the pocket, they were thinking, "Uh-oh, this isn't good."
Well,
I thought Chris Conti just had like the spinny wheel of death. He was just loading. He was just loading at that time.
Recalculating.
Loading.
Recalculating.
Well, you know what? I mean, like even Billy was watching Arrowhead tape, and he's like, "Armin, come look at this. Let's watch some tape." And I had no idea that what I was supposed to be watching. So it was revelation for me. Like he's like, "No, Armin, this guy's supposed to block here." I'm like, "Oh, okay."
Yeah.
It looked like he did a good job, and he did it, or vice versa. So you're right. We don't know what we're watching sometimes.
Zabe, can I tell you this about the All-22 though? If
Yeah.
you thought Jordan Love looked good on your television screen, and I thought he looked good in person, watching the All-22, he looked better.
Better.
Yeah.
Well, Orlovsky was first out of the gate on Monday morning on ESPN, showing some good stuff about how
Pipe bomb?
he manipulates defenses with his body language.
Could you
Sitting
imagine
down
if
in the
Pipe
pocket.
Bomb
God,
did a
that'd be
thing
amazing, dude.
on the all 22?
The most
That's
watched
Orlovsky.
video we ever put out on
Can we
YouTube.
get
It would
Pipe
be,
Bomb
too.
to do an all 22
in
That
the
would
in the
be
00
incredible.
pipe bomb
Well, that's
jersey.
Orlovsky.
Hold on.
That would
Hold
be
on.
amazing.
Can I do Pipe Bomb Orlovsky, not Dan Orlovsky doing all 22s?
That's what I
can
want.
take a
Where's
stab
our
at it?
ruler?
Yeah, do it.
Ready?
Dave.
Here
Do
we
it.
go.
Do it.
Well, this guy here, he's not paying attention. So, it's going to be an easy touchdown. They should cut that guy there. He's a loser.
Yep, that's it.
That's spot on.
Okay.
That is
I gotta
pretty
workshop
spot
that
on. Yes.
Pipe Bomb just
You
a
know,
little bit, but
So, all right. So here's the deal. This guy over here, he hold on, where was I at? This guy right here needs to be covering right over here. And that's where the problem is, that wouldn't happen if this guy would have went to a Guar concert and had a couple of cold ones before the game.
Right.
He would have been a little more confident what he was doing, I think.
Hold on,
gotta
my
go to
skeleton just
Guar
came. Hold
first,
on, I gotta
yo.
get back. My skeleton just came.
That'd be amazing.
the
We got to
last
do that
time
now.
I saw somebody as lost as Chase Claypool, it was some girl who OD'd on gummies at a Megadeth concert. I mean, what's he doing out there?
Can't be ODing on gummies. But
So
that's
yeah,
too
so
much.
you know what, Kuhn, I love the fact that you are doing this because it's a lot of the same things that I learned when I watched my former radio colleague Chris Cooley break down film, and that he would have to watch plays over and over and then make a note and say, I'm going to have to go talk to the coaches to find out what the coverage was. And I said, you don't know? And he goes, no. And then I say, but shouldn't it be this? And he goes, yeah, but they may not coach it that way.
Mhm.
And I
Mhm.
went, blew my mind, right? That he couldn't discern that. So even like on this play, the Justin Fields sack down at the 5-yard line by Van Ness, he's like, okay, I don't even know what's going on with this play because it confused him the way all the things were wrong about it. Half the line was run blocking, half the line was pass blocking. The concept seemed weird. Field should have read something. He was like, oh, God, it's making my head hurt.
You know, the best part is when a guy makes a mistake, you kind of assume that he's doing what he's coached to do. So there are many plays when you watch the all 22. Who's making a mistake? If two guys are doing two things that don't correlate to one another, which one's actually making a mistake? Now you got to look at the other 9 and you got to try and figure out what they're doing, try and figure out which one of these guys fits the other 9. It's not easy.
And you can simplify it even that much more when Musgrave's going up the line and Love misses them. Matt LaFleur after the game says, no, we teach our guys to run long, not run wide, right? But it had to be
vertical.
explained.
Well,
run
Yeah.
vertical.
When you're wide open,
Those
stem
things-
vertical first,
yeah,
because you can go
Yeah.
horizontal later
Listen,
instead of vice versa.
those
Yeah.
things, those things are easy to see. I'm talking trying to figure out schematically what you're supposed to do. Not
And you don't,
technique.
because you're not in those
Technique-
rooms.
Technique, you pretty much know. Every football player knows technique, and heck, linemen know technique for the D-backs because they've sat in so many rooms watching it with the wide receivers. So you understand technique, but scheme, it takes a while to really truly understand scheme and how scheme is coached. And every team coaches scheme differently. Like the Packers, when we ran fullback dive, what everybody called fullback dive, we didn't run it like dive. I went down to New Orleans and Sean Payton's like, we're going to run dive. We're going to block it like quarterback sneak. I said, that's not dive. That's not. You were so successful in Green Bay on this. I said, yeah, because we didn't run it like this.
we didn't run it like this.
That's quarterback sneak from a fullback. That's what this is.
Did you tell Sean Payton that's not dive, bro? Did you bro your coach?
Sean told him to stop
Do you
kissing
even- I
babies.
definitely didn't
Do
hit
you
him with
even
the bro.
dive, bro? That'd be so funny if a player bro to coach. That's not dive, bro. Armin,
Yes.
sometimes you just find out that nobody knows what happened. 4th and 26, one of the historic, brutal plays in Packers history,
Sure.
right?
Sure, of course.
Boaha Zhu, who was one of the DBs on that play,
Yeah,
he
Bao
did a
Zhu, right?
podcast
Bao
with
Zhu.
me. Yeah,
Yeah.
Bao Zhu. I walked him through it,
Or
and
Baha.
he explained it. Yeah, Boaha, whatever.
I don't know.
I walked him through it, and I said, "What
Those
happened?"
from Taco Bell.
And he basically told me after the
Blast.
play was over in the locker room, it was just a flat out melee argument about, no, you were here. Answer is nobody knew what happened.
Or they all
They were supposedly in the right defense for it, but when the play happened, oh crap.
Well, that's what live sports or live anything is. Even live
Yes.
radio is. It can be controlled chaos, and you just got to react the best you can sometimes, right? No,
Yeah.
more so than anything is basketball, right? But basketball's all improvising, right? There's sets, there's plays, but you're always reacting, right?
And it's the
So-
first play, and then off of that, you're going on.
Yeah, it's just the way it is. So,
Jazz music. It's all improvisation.
there you go. You
That's
got
There
it.
it is.
You improvise that. I like that. That's good.
Yeah, that was tough to get out there. Okay, do
Radio
you
really
believe
is
these
the number one
aliens-
spot of improv, right? I mean, yes, and even when somebody says that Baja Jew, I mean, yes, and that Baja Blast at Taco Bell, you just
I heard
Oh,
that.
just
continue
so
just
good.
building it
Baja
right
Blast.
on off there.
You know, they started
Bowju.
they started selling
Wow.
Baja Blast in stores and it didn't hit the same.
No, it just
No,
doesn't
it
hit the
didn't.
same in that.
No.
If
And it
it's not
doesn't.
in that 40 ouncer from Taco Bell, and you know that you're crushing at least one cheesy gordita crunch,
Yep.
probably a beefy 5-layer burrito,
Hey,
and then you're debating if you're going to go with one of the chicken burritos there. At the end.
Absolutely.
or you get cheesy bean and rice burrito. That's a little bit of a nice
Who on
dessert.
earth is the
No, it's good.
cheesy
No, it's
rice
a nice
burrito?
it's a nice little one to end with when you
What?
had your main one. I even get the pintos and cheese.
It's a
sometimes.
cinnamon twist if you're worried
Wow.
about a nightcap or
No,
something.
I'm just
Well, that's the
those-
$5 box. The cinnamon
Well,
toast,
exact-
cinnamon
thank
twist
you.
come in the $5 box.
Thanks,
$5
Coach.
box is a great deal.
It really is one of the better deals around in all of
It
fast
is.
food.
Well, it's nothing short of miraculous that they brought it back.
I
mean,
agree.
They didn't have that thing for a long time.
I
And
know.
Even the 4 for $4 has been getting smaller Wendy's. I noticed, but I love
They
Wendy's.
sure it sure has too.
Well, I can't
What?
blame them. Yeah, see, they used to put the double stack in there, which listen, it's industry standard. They have margins. They can't continue with that. I don't blame them.
That's supply chain.
It's not like you can get a meal at McDonald's anymore for under $2,500, so it doesn't matter.
You got to get the
2,500.
app, bro.
Yeah,
you got to
well.
get the app. The deals are in the app.
I
there,
know, and I
Archie.
did that
Are
with
they-
Dairy Queen for an 85-cent Blizzard last night. It was glorious.
Amazing, ain't it?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Nice, real nice. Can't beat that.
Okay. Do you believe the aliens are real in Mexico? I'll hang up and listen to your answer off. the
Listen,
air.
I think that we are all very, very overconfident in ourselves, and frankly, a little bit naive to think that we are the only intelligent life forms in this ecosystem,
That's a good
in
point.
this entire universe. Now, are they coming? Would make sense. Why would you not want to live on Earth? It seems like a beautiful place. Now, is there chaos? Absolutely. But if it's my choice to do that or Venus or whatever uncivilized spot that we've seen in the solar system, then yeah, I mean, why not?
Okay,
come
so
on
that's
through?
a broader.
They're
that's a
going to come
broader
here at some
belief in
point.
it.
Yeah.
That's a broader belief, but do you believe that these tiny little ET paper mache so-called bodies are that?
I didn't even.
Are they
see
that
this.
guy? Are
What?
these real?
Oh yeah, it's real. Like,
What?
look at them.
Where
Yeah,
is
type
this?
up UFOs, Mexico,
Yeah,
real.
yesterday,
They found 'em.
The Mexican government
Jeez.
uncorked two caskets purporting to contain the remains of fossilized aliens
Oh,
that
man.
just so happen to look exactly like ET.
Like real,
about
yeah.
yay big, the size of
song,
Vern
Armin.
Well,
Troyer.
there's a reason they made the movie, Steve. They
You know,
had,
it's
they
a
had something to base it off.
it's a coincidence that
Well,
the
we're
ones that pop up look just like what the
Just like the ones that are
stylized
supposed to be.
Right.
American images of.
I mean, it's like
just
it's
when
like
someone finds-
Sasquatch, right?
Bigfoot,
Harry and the
they got-
Hendersons.
thank
They
you.
all look
Three-
like
they
Harry
got
and the
three
Hendersons.
fingers.
Love that.
just like Bigfoot, right?
You all
It
just
just so
wait.
happened to look like. How come you never said, "Is this a work?" Zabe, Mister, everything's a work on the internet.
Well, this is 100% a work. I don't believe these stupid aliens they supposedly dug out of the salt mines in Peru for a second. It looks like a bad science project in high school. But hey, you do you, Mexican government. It sounds like they're doing a big misdirection on something they're about to plan. Who knows?
Jeez.
I don't believe these are aliens. We would have found one of these guys dead that fell out of a tree because his spaceship crashed
So they say
long
about
ago.
That's what they say about Bigfoot too. There's no dead body.
That's my
I know.
Sasquatch theory. If
Yeah.
Sasquatch was real, one of them would have been hit by a truck and
What
would be
about
eaten
Nessie?
by vultures.
What about Nessie?
Which one's
Nessie
that?
was a tire. Nessie was not an actual.
What's
lake
Nessie?
monster.
Loch Ness.
Oh,
Loch Ness
yeah.
monster.
There's no.
What about Chupacabra?
Do you remember for years?
Yeah.
What
Remember
about
for years they
Chupacabra?
didn't. Chupacabra, I don't believe in him either. I don't believe in the Alabama leprechaun either. What
Oh, I
else
do.
do I
That's
don't
the
believe
one
in?
I do.
Crop circles.
Do you
Crop
believe in
circles
the-
used to be
the
like, oh my
Irish
God, how are
leprechaun?
these being made?
What about the
And they
Irish
figured out-
leprechaun?
The Irish leprechaun?
You
I
said
may believe in those.
okay.
All right. Tag your
Why,
it.
'cause
9
I
to
am
noon
one?
is next.
Bunting is the other thing that supposedly exists that I don't believe in. Bunting in baseball.
Bunting.
Oh, Armin, look
Oh.
at you. Love it.
Oh, it's
They
a
said-
tactic. I thought you meant decorative bunting like they have for opening day, which is not
No,
quite
I
a
love that.
flag,
I love that.
not quite a
bunting.
ribbon.
That's a great look.
I was there last night. There's still these guys yelling Bunting.
Oh, so you went
Bunting."
yesterday?
Bunt!
I did. Sorry, I already had plans. It
Wow.
sense, yeah.
And one day after you
One day
invited us,
after I
that's-
asked some free
that's
tickets
My
from the
buddies.
company 10 rows up. That's fine.
It's my buddy's 40th birthday.
Oh, you didn't
We all
want
got
to? Oh,
together.
so he,
No.
he gave you the Colt shoulder, huh?
Okay.
No, even
This
worse.
sounds like an
Even
argument.
worse,
This sounds
Butchie.
like an argument brewing.
Even worse, Butchie sent me 3 like apologetic texts.
5 o'clock.
Oh man, I'm so sorry, dude. I would.
So you knew
would
you
loved to be
messed
able to
up.
do it. I would have loved to be able to do it. Maybe
Why
next time.
didn't you?
Next time. No, I'm sorry, bro. I really am.
5:41
okay.
p.m.
It's okay.
Come on, I can't do it then.
It's okay.
5:41.
It's an hour ahead
Butchie,
of time.
I'm going to back into the hedges, Homer Simpson style, right now, because I don't want any part of this argument between.
Do you want me to
Bill and
explain
Darby.
all
No, he's got a
22
tea
again
time
and why I
at
don't agree with it, or are we
9:45,
good?
that's why.
I will let them sort it out amongst themselves. Tag your it 9 to noon is next. Butchie, great job as always. Thank you, sir. And we will see everyone tomorrow.
If my dreams get real bizarre, cause I saved a few and I keep them in a